Okay, hello dear friends, good afternoon, such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. This video I will talk about calligraphy. And since I am doing calligraphy right now, and I become more and more in love with this art form, and it's very, very meditative and very calming. And sometimes when I am not in a good mood, I just sit down and grinding ink and slowly bring my sense to the right sense, to a sane state. If there is noise, if there is other things happening, I can be away from it. I choose to make this video with the surrounding sound, with everything, because such is life. You cannot get escape life. The important thing, you can live your life within whatever condition. So here are some materials we can use to make our life easier, to make our calligraphy writing more enjoyable. One thing, and is the absolute must, is a good brush or a couple of good brushes. So here I am preparing a set of 2 brushes. I have a beginner set for Chinese painting, for watercolor painting with a small, teeny tiny small one. But if you do calligraphy, it is the same brush. But if you do calligraphy, you may not need that small brush. This 2 is good enough. I choose this 2 size, and it should be the size for writing this calligraphy 3 by 4, and you have enough room. You are not too big, too small. You can control your hand to make the writing a little bit smaller. That is okay, but it's a very expressive and still controlled size. So it's a good size for you to start calligraphy. Why do we have 2 brushes? To have 2 brushes, you can have different texture, different strengths, and different feeling of the brush. You can also give one brush a rest and use the other brush for a day, for half of the time, so they can alternating and make them have a rest. It prolongs each of individual's life. After this brush, another thing, this is one is gold hair brush, another is wolf hair brush. Let me see if I can see myself. Okay, the background sound is a little bit, okay, let me try to finish this video with all the sound. So this is a must. And paper is not the absolute must. Brush is the absolute must. Paper, you can use this paper. You can use the hand towel paper. You can use photocopy paper. Any of these. And if I use this paper, one side is very rough, the other side is very smooth. Depend how much you want to use your brush. There are times my ink is very thin, so I use the rough side. If my ink is good, everything is good, I use the smooth side. the background. I do not know if you hear it or not, but for me, it's as if I'm talking in the, it's quite a comical. Anyway, so you fold your paper with an edge, and that is the Chinese way of practicing. So every time you write in the middle of it. Okay, so paper and the brush and ink stone. And this is a smaller size, not too big, and it's perfect for you grinding. Huangshan Songyan, there are different level of ink stick. They are all good ink stick. They are all usable ink stick. The more expensive one make you more enjoyable, smoother. Eventually, they all make black ink. It's how much you want to spend, right? It's all usable. It's your budget thing. Okay, another thing I would like to introduce. I still have. I still have. Don't fly away. Okay. So you better prepare some little dish, little hard things, rock, something to put your paper in place and flat. And I practice outside because ink has a smell inside home. My living room, my bedroom will smell a little bit too much. So here I still have some of these books. The books tells you how to practice, and the stroke order. You go dun dun dun. So let's see this one. You can see clearly. So you from zhi 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 zhi. And this little stroke inside is dunbi, is when you stop and accumulate your energy. So there are different kind. I bought all these mostly in the kaishu, in the standard or modeled style, not so much about xingshu, not the free running or cursive style. Different kind of style. They are all beautiful. Some I bought 2 or 3, so that you can use. This is a water reusable. It's written on this kind of paper. You use paper to write, and sometime later it disappears. You can keep on writing with it. The only thing of this kind of book, if you bought it after one use, it becomes wrinkled. It's not a problem. This is one of the nature of this kind of books. Okay, let me almost stop here. The last thing, I like to use this felt. If I do calligraphy with a piece of felt, make me feel serious, makes me feel I am doing it. It's not too large, and okay, we can take a look of the size. It's not too large. About this size, covers everything, protect your table, and and if it is getting dirty, it's all okay, right? And it's for practice. That's about it. All of these things will be under the link of the description of this video. If you are interested, if you want to take this time, since you have more time, we have more time. We could not go out too often, and there is not very much outside. Then stay at home, make your life more enjoyable. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. do. Bye bye, friends. So all these you will find all and more on my Etsy shop. Okay, bye bye, friends.